This week, American troops captured a militant suspected of leading the terrorist attack on the U.S. diplomatic mission in Benghazi, Libya. The attack on September 11, 2012 killed 4 Americans, including Ambassador Chris Stevens.
U.S. Special Forces and the FBI had been after this guy for a very long time. They had been watching his movements in the Benghazi area. He had been seen there. He was someone they were keeping an eye on. The U.S. very much believes that Khattala is one of the key masterminds behind the attacks in Benghazi in September 2012 that killed U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens and 3 others and has sparked an unending political firestorm on Capitol Hill for the White House.
According to NPR, Ahmed Abu Khattala was captured on Sunday and moved out of Libya to a U.S. warship. The Washington Post reports that the State Department designated Khattala a terrorist in January. The department claims he is a senior leader of the Benghazi branch of the militant organization Ansar al-Sharia.
It's important for us to send a message to the world that when Americans are attacked, no matter how long it takes, we will find those responsible and we will bring them to justice.
The Obama administration has come under criticism for not capturing Abu Khattala earlier. According to CNN, he was not hiding and journalists were able to meet him.
We actually met him around a year ago, and it was, as Barbara was mentioning there, in an open space in a coffee shop of a very well-known hotel. He seemed to be fairly confident that he was not a man at that point in time who was being hunted down, even though he was very well aware of the fact that the U.S. did consider him to be a person of interest. He was at the time being protected by one of the other Islamist groups in Benghazi. Now, we did, of course, speak to him about the attack on the U.S. consulate. He does not deny being on the scene of the attack, but he does fully deny, or he did at the time, that he was directly involved in any way and that he was, in fact, the orchestrator, the mastermind of the U.S. consulate attack.
The New York Times met with Khattala in late 2012. He denied any involvement in the attacks, but reportedly spent 2 leisurely hours at a crowded luxury hotel, sipping a strawberry frappe on a patio and scoffing at the threats coming from the American and Libyan governments. According to the Slate, the move to arrest Khattala came so late because of fears that it would create retaliation that could cause the destabilization of Libya's post-Gaddafi government. A senior official told the Daily Beast the operation had been planned for more than a year. Apparently, the Justice Department asked the investigation to gather enough evidence to prosecute him in criminal court. The Washington Post reports that the FBI released images of 24 additional suspects for the Benghazi attacks in 2013. One of them is Abu Sufyan bin Kumu, the leader of Ansar al-Sharia in Darna. He was released from Guantanamo under Bush in 2007.
Let's get a little bit more in depth here and find out what we know about this guy. According to U.S. military files disclosed by the anti-secrecy group WikiLeaks, Kumu trained in 1993 at one of Osama bin Laden's terrorist camps in Afghanistan and later worked for a bin Laden company in Sudan where the al-Qaeda leader lived for 3 years.
ABC reports that Khattala will eventually face trial in a federal court in Washington, D.C. That's a quick look at the Benghazi arrest. I'm Julia Rabe.